It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Quick slant to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Lock. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Lock will try again on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lock. And that is incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And they run the option on second down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play action. Now it's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Ravens 6, Broncos nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
The 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The 15-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Patrick Queen on
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Locke on the give. It's Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
25-yard line.
On play action, Lock. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
And a Raven 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Michael O.J. Mudia. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ravens. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey.
Number 30.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Calais Campbell on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 27, Broncos 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
For Baltimore.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Clock now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
6-yard pickup. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Locke again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Locke now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And the Raven first down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Lock. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Broncos.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guys leading the way.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down now, it's Lindsay, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Operating from the gun. Block toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Locke looks to throw it again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Number 26, Damian.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
25-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They're running it. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Go, go, go. 45, 45, 45.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The stop made by...
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35.
For a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
For the point after.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
4 yards.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds,
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC. 59 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14, Broncos 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Check, 47. I got you, punk. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm here all day.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Broncos 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Denver.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. On play action, lock. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Let's go.
Again, it's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mike 42, Mike 42. 15. It's just me and you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a throw here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty playing to catch.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And off we go from Denver. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On 1st down, Lindsey, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down by K.J. Wright. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Locke going to keep this. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Locke on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson being chased out left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Wilson will throw again. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 2-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 16.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Broncos 14, Seahawks 7.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Gotta do better. Come on,
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down. Again, it's Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, block. He'll go up top here for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 59 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Steps away to his left, and he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down.
They'll give to Hyde. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the Seahawks 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another run by Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first and 10. It's Lindsey. And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Not going to keep this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Wilson to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To try again after the sack. Wilson on the move to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Down and goal.
Now Wilson. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
An 8-yard pickup. But it's 4th down and goal.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarter, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Taking
good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And 2.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going with Lindsey. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
45. Mike, 45.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brady now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And 1 at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Wide, 80. 22's the mark. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go. Here we go. Line 42, line 42. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete here. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And it's second down.
I think you'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Locke looks to throw it again. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident
and
when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Shotgun now for Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Block. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 75 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The end result, 21 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Brady to throw again. A quick pass here to Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Brady again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up second and 9.
It's 2nd and 9. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
The Broncos first down.
Check. 45 to
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
KJ Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McManus lining
So they're
up.
able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Brandon McManus.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
31-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8
yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here's Mickens to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Von Miller in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
To Ronald Jones. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 50 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Suck up on for the point after.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Locke to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down. It's Lindsey. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay takes it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 27, Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
And 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Complete.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude,